Does menopause make you gain weight? Here's what the science says. Well, okay, so this question I just really wanted to address with you as well and talk about the science, because it's something that so many of us in midlife are experiencing, that frustrating weight gain when it just seems to appear out of nowhere during menopause. Like many of you, I've been there myself, wondering where are those extra pounds coming from? And it just seems so much harder to get rid of than it was in our 30s or 20s. So the truth about menopause and weight gain, let's have a look at it. So that question, does menopause directly cause weight gain? The science says yes and no. Super helpful. Anyway, let's have a look. Menopause itself doesn't automatically make you gain weight, but it does create a perfect storm of conditions that make weight gain more likely and weight management more challenging. So what's happening is a mix of hormonal changes, aging, lifestyle factors, and even sleep disruption. So the hormone shift during perimenopause and menopause. Our estrogen or estrogen, depends how you say it, levels decline significantly. This hormonal change doesn't just affect our reproductive system, it impacts our entire body, including how we store fat. Now, here's what the research shows. Lower estrogen levels can shift fat distribution from our hips and thighs to our abdomen. So, hello, menopause belly. This shift to more visceral fat, that's the fat around our organs, increases our risk of heart disease and type 2 diabetes. Hormonal fluctuations can cause increased hunger signals and reduce feelings of fullness. Now, as someone who's experienced these changes firsthand, I know how frustrating it can be when your usual eating habits suddenly seem to result in weight gain. So metabolism changes with age is another scientific reality. Our metabolism naturally slows down as we age, and research shows that after the age of 40, we typically burn about 100 to 300 fewer calories per day compared to our younger years. That means even if you're eating exactly the same as you did 10 years ago, you might gain weight. This metabolic slowdown happens because we naturally lose muscle mass, which burns more calories than fat. Our resting metabolic rate decreases. Our body becomes less efficient at processing carbohydrates. Oh my gosh. So you've got those things. Also, let's have a look at your sleep. Sleep disruption, the hidden factor. If you're waking up with night sweats or insomnia during menopause, you're not alone, and it's not just making you tired. Poor sleep is strongly linked to weight gain, and studies show that women in menopause often experience significant sleep disruption. Now, when we don't sleep well, our hunger hormones, ghrelin and leptin, get out of balance. We tend to make poorer food choices. We have less energy for physical activity. Our body's stress response increases, which can lead to more belly fat. Okay, do you want some good news? We have more control than we think. Now that we understand what's happening, here comes the empowering part. There's plenty we can do about it. The science clearly shows that while menopause creates challenges, we can absolutely maintain a healthy weight during this transition with the right approach. So, strength training. It's your new best friend. Get yourself some dumbbells, girl. And it only has to take you 15 minutes. Research consistently shows that building and maintaining muscle is one of the most effective ways to combat menopause-related weight gain. As a fitness trainer who's worked with hundreds of menopausal women, I have seen remarkable transformations when women incorporate regular strength training. And the best part, you don't need those long, grueling sessions to see results. My clients achieve amazing results with just 15-minute workouts. That's right, 15 minutes or less. These short, focused sessions can preserve and build metabolically active muscle tissue, increase bone density, another menopause concern, improve insulin sensitivity, boost your resting metabolic rate. When you're juggling work, family, and everything else in life that is thrown at you during this midlife time, these efficient workouts make fitness realistic and sustainable. No more excuses about not having enough time. Also, let's have a look at nutrition. Now, quality over restriction. During menopause, our bodies become more sensitive to refined carbs and sugar, and we can spike insulin and promote fat storage. However, strict dieting often backfires by further stressing our bodies. So the research supports focusing on protein, which preserves muscle and increases your satiety. Eating plenty of fiber-rich foods for gut health and fullness, increasing healthy fats that support hormone production, consuming antioxidant-rich foods to combat inflammation. These are lots of things you can do. And also, let's have a look at stress management. The missing piece, chronic stress raises cortisol levels, which is directly linked to abdominal fat storage. During menopause, our bodies are already experiencing hormonal stress. Managing our stress response becomes even more crucial. Studies show that regular stress management practices can reduce cortisol levels. Lower stress is associated with easier weight management. Mindfulness practice can reduce stress eating. So these are some things that you can put into practice. So my personal experience, as someone who is navigating this journey alongside you, I want to share that these changes have worked for me and the women I train. Now, when I focused on building strength, prioritizing protein and whole foods, and managing my stress, I was able to maintain a healthy weight despite the hormonal changes. The most important thing I've learned is to be kind to ourselves during this transition. Our bodies are going through significant changes and they deserve our compassion as well as our care. So moving forward together. Menopause. It isn't a time to give up on our health and fitness. It's a time to adapt and approach this on what the science tells us about our changing bodies. With the right information and strategies, we can absolutely thrive during midlife. Remember, in our Midlife Mayhem Club, you're never alone on this journey. We're all figuring this out together, supporting each other every step of the way. What questions do you have about menopause and weight management? Just let me know, and I would love to answer them for you.